Okay, good morning, everybody. Let's go ahead and get started. Let me know if you can hear my audio and see my screen in the chat box. Just give me a little wire that yes there if you can see and hear me. Hope everybody's having a pretty good morning so far. Let's jump right into this because I see a couple of opportunities lining up and I don't want to miss them. So as always, just got to remind you about the risks involved in the market. You can lose all or more than your initial investment if you're not careful. Please be aware of how big your lot size is relative to the amount of pips you're risking and how big your account is in relativity to all of that as well. So make sure that you're aware of that whenever you take a trade. I am not a financial advisor, so adjust accordingly. Okay, so couple of things, guys. We got to check out the news, right? Because we got to jump in. We got to make sure there's no news relative to the currencies that we want to trade. I did see this morning, Germany backs joint EU debt for loans to tackle energy crisis. So that's probably what caused the euro to spike. May want to stay away from the euro just because we don't want something that's that could be driven by news, right? Not necessarily a bad thing, especially because that one was kind of came out of nowhere. It wasn't necessarily not necessarily, oh wow, that's crazy. President Zelensky's office destroyed by a missile strike. I did not see that this morning. Wow. Okay, so may want to stay away from the euro, but anything, pound or franc related might be fine. Obviously, bank holiday in Canada and US, so we'll try to stay away from those two. So we get slim pickings today because of the bank holiday here in the United States. But let's see nonetheless what we can find. Okay, now COT report. Let's see where we stand this week on the COT report. Let me update it from last week. See what we have here. Okay. I have to move fast, so I apologize if I look pretty frantic right now, but we got it. We can slow down once we find what we're looking for. Okay, so that's probably euro is still probably the thing to short. There's really nothing else to short right now, but that's fine. This is long. This is long. Actually, let's do this. This is long. Okay. Let me see where the pound's at. Let's see pound and franc. Let's see what the euro pound is doing, except I know we don't want to trade the pound if we can avoid it. This one's already made its move today. Okay, so let's try Aussie franc. Let's see if that's Aussie down, franc up. That'd be buying. Let's see if we bought this, that would mean franc down and Aussie up. Maybe this one will come back to it, Aussie franc. Let's see, what else do we have? We'll skip that one, skip that one. It is a CAD holiday. I don't know. Let's just see anyway. Yeah, there's not an opportunity. Okay. Franc yen. Let's see. Yeah, no opportunity. Again, we're staying away from the euro as much as we can. Just curious to see what the euro franc looks like. Yeah, opportunity is over, if not even available. Euro pound we looked at. Euro yen. No. And again, we want to stay away from the euro if we can. How about pound Aussie? That could be an opportunity, but kind of two different currencies battling it against each other. This honestly may not be too bad though. I didn't see any news related to either one of these. So yeah, I honestly, okay, let's come back. We may do that on pound Aussie, we said. Okay, I don't see anything else that really is lining up. And we got to move quick, otherwise we'll miss it. Pound Kiwi. This is similar to pound Aussie. Which one looks better in terms of the COT report? Probably pound Aussie. pound dollar, really no opportunity. NZD franc, Kiwi, buy Kiwis. I don't know about that one. I mean, it could be fine, but and then USD franc. This is probably going to be the most calm, but it's not really necessarily setting up the opportunity. But let's see. Now let's do get a little bit more aggressive with this and flip over to the pound Aussie. I think we'll do that one today. Okay. Make sure the lot size is the way we want it. Perfect. Let me check the 15-minute real quick. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and start selling this. So I'm just going to add an initial layer of cells. Probably, let's see, that's like six different trades. And again, what we're going to do is I'm going to switch down to a 1 minute. So first of all, 5-minute chart, you're looking for a puncture in the upper Bollinger Band, which we have. We're above it literally right now. Let's go ahead and sell again. We're above it right now. And we're looking for a pullback to the mid Bollinger Band by the end of the by the end of the day. But we have an hour to add to this position if we need to. And again, let me double check my work. I didn't see any significant news on this guy. No. Nope. CAD dollar. I think this just moved in response to that news event earlier this morning that was kind of, Germany backs joint EU debt for loans to tackle energy crisis. And that sent the euro surging. And subsequently, this currency went up around the same time. Like you can draw a vertical line here to see. Yeah, it was just a few minutes after that came out. In response to that came up too, but I don't see any of the other currencies responding to that. I don't see literally any other news to validate this move here. I really don't. Let's see this one. Russian defense initially launched massive attack on Ukraine military command communication. Okay, yeah, we saw that already. Okay. Yeah, and again, we're trying to stay news neutral, especially on a day like today. Like most of the banks are closed. And so this currency pair has a big move, but we don't think it's merited because there's not really any current, like there's nothing to the pound or the Aussie that's connected to what's happening today. Now there is some news on the pound tomorrow, but that's more than 24 hours away. So I do think we're good. Okay, so basically all we're doing now is we're just working within the hour, right? So we have from here, from 3 p.m. GMT time, which is 11 a.m. Eastern, until 12 p.m. Eastern or 4 p.m. GMT. Okay, that is our time slot to add to the position, and we're searching for a new high of the day essentially right now. That's what we're looking for. And right now I've kind of got a good position built up, so I don't need to add to this. However, we will be adding to it if we do get a break higher of this consolidation, which definitely is on the table. In fact, kind of looks like it's simmering to do so. And we'll want to add accordingly if the market comes down like we want it to, but it comes down earlier than expected. We will then look for a target down here. I'm guessing we'll probably look for a lot of targets around here. Okay. That's the most recent support that I see right there. Let's see any other. Yeah, there's some support up in here as well. So we'll probably look for a lot of targets somewhere there too. But we're not at that point yet. Right now, we're just waiting, and getting ready to execute if this thing fires up again and does another one of these. And we need to be ready and willing to add to that position if that gets to that point. Again, I think it'll be really hard to do so because, again, if you look, oh, sorry, you're not seeing that right here. So here's what I was looking at. Oh man, I'm so sorry. You guys were not seeing that. We're just looking at, you guys were just seeing my screen for the news. Here's what I was looking at. So here's the position. So sorry. Here's the position. Yeah, so right now we're in this consolidation. We've got the position built up. We're short the pound Aussie. If and when this thing, when I really am pretty confident here that we've got a goodie here. When this thing starts to come down, we'll go ahead and start taking some profits. But if this thing wants to make another high, we need to be ready to add to that position if needed. Okay, so sorry, I didn't realize you guys didn't see that. But yeah, this actually might come down. Geez, maybe I should have added more. But just again, I think it's probably going to come down just because if you look at the news, there's nothing here. There's nothing to merit this move. There's no reason for this on a holiday. No reason. So you can only expect an end of the day fade, especially during the banker's close time. There's really no reason for that. So anyway, that's kind of my expectation at this point. Now, since it is starting to come down a little bit, where would we target? Where would we pull a lot of our profits? Again, probably a lot of them around here. Here and here, maybe a couple right there. Yeah. So now we're up 60, 65 pips. Just let this thing ride. We should make hundreds of pips on this move because we do have, we're looking for a profit, a target of, probably 50 pips on average, maybe 45 pips on average. And we've got a total of 7 trades on here. So yes, we should make hundreds of pips on this within the hour, hopefully, if not within the next 2 hours for sure. Should be able to make that money. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty darn good about this one. There is nothing backing up this high of the day. Nothing. I don't see anything there. We don't have, we're in the banker's close window, which again, that window began right here, essentially. And yeah, we're in the window. No news to back up anything for the pound or Aussie, nothing for the pound up other than, there was some euro stuff that happened, but didn't directly affect the pound. I just think traders, what happened is they saw that and this just kind of got propped up in response, but it was kind of like an overreaction, and we're seeing that overreaction right now play out. That's why, again, we're starting to see this come down, and we'll continue to see this come down. My only regret right now is like, dang, maybe I didn't get enough trades in there. It'll be fine. We'll still make, it's a holiday, so any money we can make, we'll be grateful for, right? Okay, where are we at on the 5-minute chart? Mid Bollinger, still all the way the heck down here. So yeah, it's may take a second for people to realize that the market's going to start to come down. So like, don't be shy if it starts to make another run to the upside. Like this happens every day where, you know, it starts to make its initial crack lower, which it just did. And now it's, you know, buyers are trying to buy the dip. Essentially, what they don't realize is this is not going to be a dip. This is going to be just a hold still and then come down again. I mean, who knows? If it does make another higher, we'll still take it. Again, if the bulls, let's say they win, let's say they win this next battle and they bring it up here. It's like, for what? Like, there's no reason to be up here. And they'd have no choice but to take their profits, which whenever a bull takes profits, that's a sell. And we are the bears right now, and we're going to continue to sell. So again, we'll bring it down very quickly if they do make that run up. But it looks like they're already failing. We just had a bear engulfing candle that just engulfed the entire range of those two bull candlesticks. So I would not suspect that they're going to make a good run here. I think you'll see more candlesticks lower. Well, anyway, we'll see what happens, but you can see how confident I am right now on this. Pretty dang confident. That's just going to break. That is going to bust through right through here. It's already doing it. It's just going to come down hard. Candlesticks flickering a lot, so that usually is indicative of a big move coming. It could go either direction, but I think it will be down. We'll see. Just based off of the bear engulfing that just recently happened. So we're asking the market to bust through this line right here, which it's already doing. Okay, we got 100 pips, nearly just shy of 100 pips so far. And we've been here, what, 18 minutes? We've been trading only 15 because the first 3 were disclaimer and stuff like that. It's going to be a good holiday. Just, you know, good way to start the weekend or after the weekend. Guys, I tell you what, I couldn't wait. You know, everyone hates their Monday. Not everybody, but, you know, generally people don't like Mondays. We can't wait for Monday, right? Isn't that awesome? I couldn't wait. I was like, gosh, just get me back to the trading table. Let's get making money again. Couldn't wait. Trading helps my mood for sure. Definitely any anxiety or depression you might have, trading can actually help that. As long as you're winning, right? Like if you're losing, it's not that fun. But even when you're losing, you can look at the bright side and learn from your losers, right? Last week we didn't take a loss, which was awesome. Every day we got into the banker's close. Every single banker's close trade we took made money last week. So far, this is looking good. I mean, obviously, we're not done yet. Anything could happen between now and the next 30 or 40 minutes, but, you know, things are looking good. That's for sure. And it's just a slow grind. It is the holidays, so we're not, you know, it's Columbus Day here, so we've got a slow grind. So it might take a little bit of time to get what we want, but we'll get there. Yeah, it's just a slow grind down, not doing much. All right, so it's just creating a new consolidation like it made earlier right here. This was a consolidation range, and then we had a little expansion lower, and then this is being a consolidation range right here. Then now we're waiting to see if it expands lower or higher. Again, I really don't see why you could justify a new high at this point. If it does, fine. We're still in the hour. Let's go ahead and tango and stay with it. But I just don't know how, if you're a bull, how you could keep that up. Oh, it looks like we got a little something here. Let's see what this does. But I just don't see the news or anything that would cause this to merit that, to stay up there. Can we wait? Just waiting for the market to give us something to respond to. Again, if it makes a new high, we continue to tango, we continue to build the position. If it breaks lower, we just continue to wait too, because it's not at the mid Bollinger Band yet. Again, where is that on the 5-minute chart? Mid Bollinger Band still all the way the heck down here, so it's got a ways to go in terms of taking profits. So again, we just have to wait, because we're kind of in that no man's land, because we're not adding to the position. We've got the starter position that we want built up. It's already built up at a better price than even where the market is right now. So we just have to hands off, right? Like most of this hour is going to be hands off. When we have to move quickly, but and we've already done that, but now it's just hands off. So that's why I'm just looking at my phone here. Sorry if I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm just kind of just like, okay, well, there's nothing to do while we wait. We've got the trade we want. We've got the position built up. Now we just wait for the market to give us something, and then we respond, right? Little side note on that. I'm really passionate about that concept. It's really important to have a plan no matter what the market does. What's your response if it goes up? What's your response if it goes down? It cannot be a one-way thing. Like I only respond if it goes in my favor. You got to have a response on the other side, and multiple responses at different levels. Where's my adding zone? Where am I willing to add? And at what point is this too much and I got to take my loss for the day? Because you do have to have that in place too. As painful as it is, it's important to have that as well. What I have installed at the moment is this. So basically, I'm willing to add as long as there's a new high, up to about a half contract with the currencies that I have available with today's position, starter position. And then I have just a default 100 pip stop loss on this pair. This is just to protect me against some major crash event type of thing. Just there to protect me against that type of thing. Yes, it would be a pretty terrible loss if that hit, but it wouldn't be the end of the world either. Whereas like if you didn't have a stop loss and it just kept going, you could get in, a wild amount of trouble. All right. Okay, what are we doing? We're back in the range, right? Here's the range. What are we gonna do? I feel like the bulls need to catch on by now. Like, hey, look, guys, we're at the end of the day. Where are we going? I don't know if the market's gonna make a lot more expansions at this point. Yeah, and this is busting through. We're starting to see a bust in the range here. Let's see if this continues. No news to back this move up that the bulls had so much fun on. Great ride, but it's over. It's over, bulls. You cannot keep that up. And if you want to, we'll come after you. We will come after you. If your ride's justified, then great. Keep it up. Keep pushing the market higher, but you don't have nothing to justify it. Okay, so we just busted through the range. We're making a new expansion here, which is great. And now we're just trying to see, where is this new consolidation going to form? But at the moment, we're just in expansion mode. So this is great news for us, right? More profits coming in. You can see them up 125 pips now. So awesome stuff. And let's see where we're at on a 5-minute chart. See where that mid Bollinger Band is. Again, it's all the way the heck down here still. So keep holding, right? Keep holding. No reason to take your money yet, guys. I know it's tempting to want to take your profits, but don't take your profits because there's more to go. Just an FYI, I do have an errand I need to run today that's kind of time sensitive. So I probably will wrap up a little early today instead of going the full hour. But nonetheless, we'll set up all of our positions the way we want them. I may even try to take a few profits in the next 5-10 minutes. Hopefully we can get one more move lower. And then, we can take a few of them for a good profit. But yeah, I unfortunately do have some things I need to get to that are time sensitive. I've actually got somebody showing up right at the top of the hour. And I actually have to run to the store before that. So hopefully we can get another move lower here. Let's see if this bear candle can engulf this green candle. If that happens, we might get another move lower. So far, so good. It's got 10 seconds to close. Come on, push lower, push lower. There we go. Come on, hold it. Why do I keep moving that? This is where it started. It's right there today. We got the new high. We got the high pretty quick in this hour. It was like pretty much right as we were starting the webinar. We got a lot of like the high of the morning was right when we started the webinar. And I think that could just be due to the fact that, hey, it is this holiday, because typically it takes, 15, 30, maybe 40 minutes to find the high of the hour. So by now we probably would have hit the high. We would have built up the position pretty well at that point. But, you know, today it was pretty quick. I just want one more push lower so I can go. It's doing kind of what it did right here earlier, or broke above its old, got kind of back into its old range. Yeah, it's been a slow grind. It's been a slow grind today. It's okay though. It's basically retesting resistance right up here. And again, it can make a move higher. I just don't see like how the bulls justify it. Like why? Like why would you push higher? You guys have nothing. You have no news today. You have a holiday. Why would you get to push higher? I just don't. I wouldn't see that. Come on, break lower. Let's get this done. All right, maybe we'll get a mid-hour attempt higher. See what happens. It's fine. If it wants to, go ahead. Go ahead. By all means, we will send it right back down. Yeah, see, and look at this. It tried. And I got a little hammerhead candle. So we've got a you know, show sign that it tried, but then immediately got sent back lower. I just don't see how. Again, bulls, you're gonna lose here. So get out now, because we're gonna win. The only thing I could see for the bulls, like if I were actually bearish, or it's gonna be bullish, is this slightly looks like a bull flag pattern, right? So you could make the case that that's a bull flag pattern, and you know, if that's the only thing you were trading is just a bull flag pattern, you could say maybe this will go up. But then if it did, I feel like it would come right back down, especially at this time of the day. I mean, So I respect the fact that it could make another high today, but I know how I'm going to respond to it. If it did, I'll just double check to make sure there wasn't any news that caused it to do so. And then great, if there isn't any, which there probably won't, we'll go ahead and send it back lower. But yeah, like I said, I would like one more if I can. I do need to get going here, but I would love to see one more little move lower before we head out. But I really only have about 3 or 4 more minutes max that I can stick around, because otherwise I gotta go. But yeah, you can see just the consolidations that it's made today. Consolidation here, and now we're in part 3 of consolidation after each subsequent expansion. And we'll see if this market wants to break up into this old consolidation and stay up here. If not, we'll come back down into this lower side and see if it'll finish off lower. Where are we at on the mid Bollinger Band? Yep, still a ways, so still needs to come down from what I see. Okay. All right, guys. So here's what I gotta do, because I do need to get going. Let's move these targets closer to where the mid Bollinger Band is going to be, which is, well, they're almost basically there, but I would like to take a few more profits if this thing made another low. Basically through this alleyway right here would be great places to take profits. So we'll go ahead and take most of our profits there. I'm not going to move in my stops just yet, because I'm going to come back later and move them. And I may, depending on what this does, it's got another 20 minutes, but if it does make another high in the next 20 minutes, that's still fair game to add to for the banker's close trade. Again, you're allowed to leave the trades beyond this hour right here. You can leave the trades hanging, but you cannot add beyond the hour. Okay, that's not allowed per the strategy. We have another 20 minutes to add, so I'll keep an eye on this, because if it does make another high, I would like to get a little bit of would like to add to the position a little bit. But yeah, I'll leave it just for a moment like this, and I'll have to come back later. And yeah, hopefully these targets hit. If not, I'll see if this market does make another high, we'll see if we can add a few more trades up here. In fact, I think I will just throw in, just for kicks and giggles, just in case, a few sell limits up here, just in case we do get another high built in, because you don't want to miss out on that if that happens. Okay, so I'll leave that to sit and do its thing. You should be good. All right, guys. Well, it was good chatting with you. Thanks for coming, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.